Hello, my name is Rick. I am a first generation immigrant from the Netherlands, and today I want to make a short video about the Second Amendment. Um, the Second Amendment, a well regulated militia being necessary for the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Uh, there's a lot of discussion about it, obviously, but I'm just going to give my two pennies worth. So, well-regulated militia, what is that? As an immigrant, what is that? If we look in the Constitution, we see that pretty much everybody, whether you like it or not, from 16 until 45 years of age or so, I believe, is part of the militia. Well, what can you consider a militia? A militia is a group of people, a group of civilians coming together, so-called Minutemen, to defend their county, country, whatever it is, to from a foreign or domestic threat. Um, so thereby the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So everybody in town can grab the rifle, and if worse comes to be, people should be able to stand up and fight tyranny. Um, Democrats and Republicans alike, they all scream tyranny at times. So there should not be any discussion about the right to keep and bear arms. On a personal level, after living here for 20 years, I think that every gun control law is unconstitutional. All of them. That goes to back to the day where out of the Sears catalog you could buy a Thompson submachine gun. I think there's nothing actually wrong with that to be able to purchase arms as we as we all see fit. And if you can expand ammunition at the cost of 25 cents a pop, and you can afford to do that, then do your thing. As long as you don't do criminal activity with it, I'm fine with whatever firearm you own. Belt fed for all I care. Um, so so come back to the militia, the people united. Again, that brings it to the point where we all just should be able to own firearms. There might be some exceptions, people that commit crimes with a firearm, but even there, I'm split. Murderers shouldn't own firearms, obviously, but then again, they somebody that kills somebody else, an eye and eye, a tooth for a tooth. So there's no discussion there even. Um, okay, so now I've been back on the planet for about half a century. I don't have any military training whatsoever. I do consider myself part of a militia, albeit just a one-man militia, I guess. Um, Not that I can stand in for a lot, but that the same thing they said about in history about farmers that stood up against major armies and were and are able to sit in the mountains and hold off the most major armies of the world, and that has been proven. So I could do my part, and for being here, I guess I wouldn't get far, but I do my best, and the best is all I can do. And so therefore, yes, I am armed. For the thing, this is a Belgian Browning high power. It's a model that started its life in 1935. A semi-automatic. Ooh, that sounds really scary, but semi-automatic pistols are really nothing new. Um, uh, it has a 13 round magazine, which is its standard capacity. I'm coming back to that later. So to start with the political aspect, I want to quote John Adams, who said that arms in the citizens may be used at their own discretion to fight over any tyranny in their country. And overthrow tyranny or for the right to self-defense. Um, the political thing with it is the left is always for gun control, but if you look at it, and I look at it from this perspective, is um, the left is mostly concentrated in the cities. Okay, what do you see in the cities? You don't see people going out hunting or something, or whatever, or people that live more in the country and have a different feeling as to what it is to be American. I'm sorry, I don't want to generalize, but this is my perspective here, and give me flack about it, whatever you can. I won't have it as bad as the boys over Berlin. So, um, but that is where I think where it comes from, the whole gun control aspect. If you look at the left and the right, through history as well, and whatever you call them, if you call them national socialists, democratic socialists, Democrats, communists, what have you, they all have, prior to um, going over to tyranny and or genocide, taking away the right for the people to bear arms. Um, coming from the Netherlands, it's not all that different. Where gun laws are very strict. Right to carry is as good as non-existent there. It's very difficult. So I'm glad that I live in a country where I can stand up for what I believe in, and yeah, be able to defend myself and my loved ones around me. And if need be, I defend you as a stranger as well. You might be all pro gun control, but if there's somebody in an alley and that wants to stab you to death to take your wallet, then, well, I am going to pull out my gun, and I hope I don't have to pull the trigger, but I'm going to save your life, whether you like it or not, with that pistol that you so hate. So then you go to the left, and they go about the gun control again, okay? And they make you scared about semi-automatics. Well, this is a pistol; it's a semi-automatic. If you ban this, you ban guns which are like 100 years old. It's an old technology. There's nothing more modern other than a Star Wars laser blaster, which unfortunately we cannot buy through our FFL. And this thing has a 13 round magazine. Don't worry, it's checked. Everything is unloaded. Proper etiquette procedures here, obviously. But then they complain about the 13 round magazine, that it would be too much. Well, let me tell you, the moment that they complain about the 13 round magazine, then I'm just not talking any further. I buy a 32 round magazine. I'm sorry, Democrat. I'm doing this just to piss you off. And that's where it gets to the point. Do you need it? Well, do you need it? There is not a question of need. There is a question of want. This is the United States of America. If I want to have a 30 round magazine, I should be fine with it. If I want to have a 6-shot revolver, I should be fine with it. If I want to have a single shot musket, I should be fine with it as well. If I want to drive a Volkswagen Beetle or a Ferrari, I should be able to do it whatever I want. The Ferrari goes over 70 miles an hour. Why do you need a Ferrari? Well, because I want one. Similarly with the AR-15. Why do you need one? Well, because I want one. And then they tried to make the AR-15 scary. Let me give you my perspective on the AR-15. The AR-15 is a semi-automatic rifle. It doesn't have the fully automatic capability that the M16 has, which looks on the outside, the AR-15 and the M16, they look the same, but on the inside they are completely different. There I want to come back to that VW Beetle and that Ferrari. Your AR-15 is a VW Beetle in the shell of a Ferrari. It looks the thing, but it really isn't. It's just a toy that American people like to build out, and like an good old fashioned Meccano box, put their little flashlights on it, and what have you. So why is it the AR-15? Well, let me tell you, my friends, it is because the AR-15 is a symbol of the United States of America. This is why it needs to go, like everything needs to go. Well, I'm sorry that AR-15 is going to stay. It's plain and simple, fellas, and it's a semi-automatic version, and you guys are only doing that to get rid of the semi-automatics, by which in effect 90% of all firearms are going to be outlawed. Well, it ain't going to happen. And that's the trick. We all know that that's what the Democrats are after. And that's why I'm an American. I am not a Democrat. Absolutely not. I believe in the Republic. Um, And it's that simple. I believe in American freedom, but the United States of America stands for, and I am unwilling to let some kind of totalitarian ideology that frames itself to be tolerant to have that right taken away, and thereby part of what it means to be American taken away. And it's just plain and that simple, guys. It ain't gonna happen. So I would advise everybody to be armed, to be well armed, and stand up what you stand up for. And we go to the ballot box, of course, and we hope that we never have to hurt one another. That would be the most horrendous thing. But as long as we can defend ourselves from evil in our home defense, we're good. Our right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And yeah, I just hope the time comes that we just can get the belt feds again, because I'm gonna buy myself a for World War I a machine gun on a tripod, like a Vickers machine gun or a Maxim 0815 or something, and go to the range and you know have some fun. Okay, fellas, that was it for me. We're 11 minutes in, so that was it. First generation immigrant. Please like and share. Please comment on this video. Tell me what you think, and we'll look at another video, see what's going on in the United States, and give you a perspective from there, or maybe a perspective out of Europe. Who knows? That'll be on the list as well. All right, fellas. Goodbye. God bless you. God bless the USA. Thank you.